Most of you coaches watching this are absolute killers in your own business. You make money and you know that if your content actually worked, you'd be generating massive revenue from it, but it's not working. I've analyzed over 1,000 coaching channels, and after helping Charlie hit over 100K with this content and help Simon get over 14 million impressions, the pattern with this is undeniable. All you need to start booking pre-closed deals every single week is an outcome-focused content style. I'm going to show you the exact reason 1,036 channels failed and the 3-step action-proof backend sequence that I used to turn dead YouTube channels into 6-figure sales assets. So out of all of the channels that I went and audited, most of the titles for these channels were like Stop Winging Your Life, Top 8 Daily Habits. All of the channels have pretty much the same titles as these, like Sales Tips for Rookies, when what they should be having is outcome style titles that are actually going to solve your viewers' problem and get them to want to click your video. For instance, like how to get clients on LinkedIn. Super simple, but it actually works and it's going to get people to watch your video because that's a problem they have. If you don't have an outcome on your title, there's no reason for another business owner to actually click your video. If you're not solving their problem, why would they want to watch your content? Just for fun? Of course they don't. If you get no click, you're not going to get a single sale. How are you going to get a sale from your content if nobody wants to watch your video? Most of you are only posting short form content as well. Instagram content, TikTok, 30-second reels. And none of them have outcomes and none of them are hand raisers. But even if you do start actually making good content with your reels, 30 seconds off of just like short form content isn't going to build the same amount of trust that 10 minutes is going to build. Who are you going to trust more if you're having a conversation? Someone you talk to for 30 seconds or someone you talk to for 10 minutes? Obviously, you're going to trust the guy you talk to for 10 minutes. What you should be doing with your short form is attracting and funneling people into your actual long form content where you can pre-close them, build more trust, and then sell them on your offer. When it comes to high ticket, people aren't just going to trust you and want to buy your $3,000, $5,000, $25,000 offer off of a 30-second video. They're going to need time to actually build trust and see that this works and that you've done it for other people before. When you're only posting on Reels or you're only posting short form content, you're pretty much relying on the algorithm to put your videos in front of the right people. Whereas with YouTube, people are pre-qualifying themselves every step of the process. They have to look up a title or see you on the homepage and actually get curious enough to click your video of their own interest. On Reels, they're just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and the algorithm will just show them a random video. Most people that are watching your content on there aren't even qualified or your target viewers at all. But with YouTube, you can actually choose who to put your videos in front of. The main video styles you should be using to attract, book, and then close deals with your YouTube content is action videos, proof videos, and then back-end videos that are actually going to pre-nurture your leads. So the first one is action. You're going to use this to attract more viewers and get them to watch the rest of your content. With that, the number one thing I noticed is people are teaching information and educating, but nobody's actually selling transformations. Everyone's talking about the vehicle, but nobody's talking about the destination. So an information style video is like, here's what SEO is, but a transformation style video would be like, here's how I got Charlie 100K with one video. Here's how I got Sam $50,000 with this SEO strategy. That's what people want to watch because it's actually telling them what they're going to get. It's driving curiosity and it's showing them that you can solve their problems when they watch this video. In all of your action videos, you should be giving them a quick win and showing them a tangible solution so that they can walk away from their video knowing that you actually know what you're talking about and that you can help them with their long-term problem. Once you do that and you start solving their problems, they're going to watch the rest of your content like it's a Netflix series, binging it, having their problem solved. And then they're going to start thinking to themselves, if he gave me all this value, what would happen if I actually paid him? Do you see how adding this style of content into your own business is actually going to start attracting you more leads? But even if you do start attracting more leads with your content, you need a way to actually book those calls and turn those viewers into people who believe in your offer. The way you do that is with simple proof videos. I notice most people do not have proof in their hooks. And if you don't, you're losing all that retention that you could have had. If somebody clicks, but they don't actually watch your video, how are they ever going to become a client? They're not. Every single video you make should have proof baked in within the first 15 seconds of your video, no matter what. Once you give proof, it's going to lead to retention. And once you start retaining those viewers, it's going to build you trust. And then once that trust and retention is built, you're going to start booking calls. Your content system should be a simple action video that's actually giving them a tangible outcome and solving one of their problems. And then a proof video after that, that's going to be showing the exact results that you've done for one of your clients or multiple clients so that people can see that your offer actually works. And your clients are going to do the convincing for you instead of you having to do it yourself. All you have to do to make videos like that is start with like who they were, what problems were they facing, what was happening, the actual process you used to take them from point A to point B, the transformation, the most important part, and then just tell them the outcome that you actually got them to achieve. That's it. You could use a simple Miro board. You could use a screen recording of like the results you got them. That's all you need. Those videos are what's going to book you calls on your channel. If you don't have those, your chances of booking calls with YouTube are borderline 0%. But even if you do start attracting leads and you start booking calls with your proof videos, you still need a way to actually pre-nurture those leads and pre-close them because not all of your sales calls are going to be closing at 100%. To do that, all you need is a simple backend sequence. you're pretty much going to be sending them an email nurture sequence that handles all of their objections, shows them exactly what they get, and then hits them with more social proof so that when they show up to your calls, all their questions are answered. They have way more trust built because of the extra social proof you sent. And they're excited on what's going to happen next because they see exactly what they're going to get when they work. Typically, when we've added that into our other clients' businesses, they see a 60 to 70% close rate from 25 to 35% on average. The key to actually closing with your content is to get the click with your title and your thumbnails, get them to actually be retained in your videos by having a good hook, and then having editing that keeps them engaged while using a body that's using your expertise to actually show them and tell them exactly what they want and solving their problem. You build trust with those and the social proof content, and then you get them into your calendar, and then you close them with your backend sequence. The retention from your videos is going to lead to trust. The trust is going to lead to calendar bookings. And then the calendar bookings with the backend sequence is going to lead to you closing all of those high ticket deals. When it comes to content, you don't need to go viral either. I noticed a lot of people are trying to do trendy stuff. All you need is 200 targeted views using the right SEO and the right titles and the right content style. And that's going to be 200,000 random views every single time. It's like having a room full of 200 interested buyers who all want to buy what you have watching your content. Content is a lot simpler than most people make it out to be. You don't really need to have like a massive production team. All you need is a simple system that's designed to actually drive you results, not just get you views. If you're a coach or you're a consultant that's making money in your business, but your content is honestly kind of shit and it's not getting you results, I can help you with that. All you have to do is just grab a time with the Calendly that's going to be below this video. If you want your content to actually be running on autopilot and generating you multi 5 and 6 figure results, just click that link. I'll draft up an entire strategy for you and then we can talk about it on the call. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more if you want to actually learn how to get clients with your content. I hope this helps. Book that call. We'll talk soon.